So, all right, I want to get into
And he's
Genghis
just
Khan
in
real quick.
whiskey.
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking wild. So here's the thing that I think is funny about Genghis Khan. The thing I was watching about him earlier, like, I think it was made before the whole like Sigma male meme took off. But like they describe him and they basically like say he's a fucking Sigma, like without saying it. So like, all right, Genghis Khan, kind of a fucking Sigma male. He's born and he's got like a super big family, and he's born at a time where like Mongolia isn't really like a country. It's just sort of an area where there's a bunch of warring tribes that are just like constantly trying to fucking kill each other, and they're constantly like kidnapping each other's wives and shit. So
crazy pranks going on.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he did not take kindly to pranks. Genghis Khan hated pranks, bro. There was one story, bro. Okay. Because there's a lot of woman kidnapping going on, a lot of like half brothers and like step brothers. Okay. Right. A lot of family that's not strictly 100% blood related, but somewhat blood related.
Yeah. But like, what are you doing, step brother?
Yeah. So Genghis Khan has like a bunch of step brothers and I think some real brothers. One day, Genghis Khan is like 13 years old and he's fishing, and he catches this fish. And he's like, fuck yeah, I caught it. Let's go. And then one of his stepbrothers like runs up and like snatches it away from him, like to fuck with him.
Damn.
And he takes it and he starts running away. And Genghis Khan fucking pulls out his bow and arrow and kills him.
He
fucking
insane.
Shoots him.
He said, that's my fish.
Yeah, he said, get back here with that. He's like, fuck you. Haha, I got your fish. Oh, fuck. Like he gave no fucks. He was like, I don't care if you're my stepbrother, bro. I will fucking kill you if you take my fish, even as a joke.
Literally. So, that's like the Mongolian equivalent of, you think shit's sweet around here?
Dude, there must have been some shit going on, right? Like there's no way that was the first thing. Like he must have already hated that guy.
So, you're right. There had to be underlying beef. Otherwise he's just a psychopath.
He was probably also a psychopath, to be honest. So,
I mean, true.
They describe him and they're like, okay, so basically with his family, he sort of naturally slotted into the role of leader after his dad died. Like the dad dies and then they just sort of all like sort of unanimously agree that like Genghis Khan is going to be the one in charge. Cause he's just like, he's just like better than them at like everything. They're like, yeah, he's really good at archery and riding horses and shit. And like, he's also kind of just like a Sigma. And like, you know what? We'll just let him be in charge.
I'm kind of terrified of him too. He killed a brother over a fucking fish.
Yeah, he killed his stepbrother because he took his fish. He just shot him.
Yeah, so for like ownership of the house, I think he'll kill all of us.
He didn't even like say, hey bro, come back. He just shot him. Like he took his fish and said, it's going down right now. Fuck this kid.
He said, shit's over with for you. You have no idea.
This is the last time you steal anyone's fish.
Yeah, you're gonna die confused, motherfucker.
That'll teach him. He's never doing that again. So I'm losing my train of thought now.
That's appointed leader of the family.
Yeah. He becomes like the leader of the fucking family, and then what was it? Oh yeah, and they describe like how so they're like, yeah, he's just kind of goated at like most things. And he fucking hates the idea of taking advice from people.
Leader quality.
He will like not listen to you. Like Genghis, I think you should do this. He's like, kindly go fuck yourself.
He's like, you tell me some shit like that again, I'm gonna shoot you with an arrow.
Yeah, he's like, bro, the last time someone did something I don't like, I shot him and he fucking died.
And that was my brother.
Yeah, that was my brother. I've killed motherfuckers for far less. So, I'm trying to remember how the story goes, but basically he's kind of just this Chad that doesn't like taking advice from people. And he goes and like starts waging war with some like rival tribe or something. And then like conquers them. And then he gets like all their shit. And then he recruits them into his army. But then I think he loses some battle because some of the other rival tribes were like, we can see this going badly for us if we just let you do whatever you want.
No way. So, he was a threat, so they teamed up on him?
Yeah. Basically, they said,
we took that personally.
They said, you're not a threat yet, but you could quickly become one. So we're just going to keep you prisoner right now. Like before you have like too much for us to stop. So they capture him and keep him in this fucking tent, right? And
Alrighty.
they're having a party, like celebrating that they captured him.
Brutal scene.
They're like, okay, we have him locked up in the tent. We have him in one of those giant like gallows things, like, you know, those big like wooden block things they have your hands and head through.
Yeah.
They have him in that, in a tent with a guard.
What you're telling me is they shot his body in Valorant basically after they killed him.
Yeah.
They were beating on this man as hard as they
could.
could.
Yeah, they have him like locked the fuck up in this tent, and they're throwing a party in honor of having captured him. Everyone is getting super fucking drunk at this party, and he manages to overpower the guard that was guarding his tent, and he runs the fuck away. And
he didn't like kill them all in their sleep.
Yeah, no, he didn't kill all of them. He just like beats the shit out of the guard and escapes. And then like everyone realizes he's gone, and they start searching for him. And he pulls like the most Sigma male shit ever. He goes back to the party and goes back up to the guard that he beat up, and is like, "Listen, bro, I can't escape while I have these like gallows things on me. While I'm in these stocks, I can't escape.
Way.
So I need you to get these off of me and get me a horse." And the guard's like, "Why would I do that?" And he's like, "Because if they get back, I'm going to tell them you helped me escape."
Genius IQ.
And he's like, "Fuck, all right." So then he helps him escape.
That's so tight.
Yeah, so then the guard, like, he gets him out of the things and gives him a horse, and he fucking escapes. And then they're like, "Bro, what happened?" He's like, "Bro, he overpowered me. Craziest shit I ever seen."
How to get the key and unlock his own shit?
He's like, "Bro, he's just him, dude. I don't know what to tell you." And then he fucking comes back with his army and washes those guys.
Yeah, of course he did, bro. He was like, now that's the ultimate spin back. The first recorded spin back in history.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking, oh my God. I was just like, that is fucking sick. That like, that was his escape plan.
Yeah. No, he was like, you know what? I'm just going to beat this guy's ass, and then I'm going to juke him out once they realize I'm gone. Then I'm going to just manipulate and gaslight him into giving me a horse and freeing me.
Yeah. Like, that is the most Sigma way to escape.
It is. It really is.
So after that, he does end up being a fucking problem for everyone.
Yeah, naturally.
So he basically unites all of the clans because he's just like the fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're like, okay, you know what? If we have to fight you, you're gonna fucking destroy us, because he was like known for his brutality and shit.
Yeah, and then he's gonna make my wife his like 400th slut.
Yeah, like, yeah. Well, that was the thing, is he was like, apparently he made it a habit to like, he would kidnap women and children and use them as human shields in battle. Like, both clans would line up to fight, and he would send the women and children to go run at the enemies first and like hide his guys behind them.
That's so funny. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person, but I'm just imagining the like absolute confusion and shock on the people's faces in that time when women and children start charging at them, and then Genghis fucking Khan pops up.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking, oh my God. It was like, I'm trying to
just be so unbelievable. Like, what a scene.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. There was some quote that was like what the Mongolian tribes said to him when they like surrendered. Hold on, I gotta see if I can find it.
Oh, you find that? I can tell a funny Mongol story.
Oh yeah, go for it.
They were, I studied the Black Plague one year in history in like college, and I hated the teacher, and he was a terrible teacher, but the book he made us read was actually pretty cool. And the book, it said that fucking Genghis Khan and the Mongols probably spread the Black Plague. Like, everywhere they went, because they carried grain supply with them. And they were known to kill and use the same marmots that would have been the original carriers of the, it's called Yersinia pestis. And it's like the Black Plague bacteria. They would have been the original ones, and the Mongols used to like throw rotting corpses into cities and also use those things, and also had grain, which those things would like have followed around to eat. So they probably were the fucking bringers of the plague.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, I remember seeing it was some story. It was like they were trying to siege the city. I think it was the Mongols. It could have been someone else. But I would believe that it was the Mongols, where it was like one of the demands they had was like they wouldn't siege the city like that day or something, but they wanted all of the birds in the city brought to
All
them
of the
outside.
birds?
Yeah. They're like, bring us all of the fucking birds in this city. Like,
Okay.
courier pigeons, just fucking like just vermin birds, all of them. We want them here in our camp. And they're like, okay. So they bring them all out, and then Genghis Khan is like, okay, now that we have all the birds, we're gonna cover them in, I think it was like pitch or something, and then light them on fire. So they light the birds on fire, and they all start panicking because they're on fire. So the birds' like natural instinct is to fly back to their nests, which are all in the city they're sieging. So now an entire, like, all of the fucking pigeons in the city are on fire and flying around the city.
Yo, that had to get patched, bro. God patched that after Genghis Khan. There's no way.
Yeah, he must have.
Check this shit I found out, right? If you light a bird on fire, it flies home.
Yeah, it's like it started panicking and was like, oh, it'll go back to where it will go back to its nest or whatever. It's like, oh fuck, okay.
Like, you're really like this. Like,
yeah,
you thought about that.
Yeah, and then he just burns the city down like that, and he's like, all right, well, it's super easy to conquer now.
Yeah, he's like, watch me steal an army of fucking suicide bombers who are burning shit.
Yeah. Oh fuck, is this it? Hold on, I think I might have found it. Fuck, I'm gonna cut out any dead air here because I really want to find this one.
All right, but I think it was also Mongols who used to like would catapult dead people into your city.
Yeah, I heard that one too. Yeah.
And I don't know if that was like to try to kill you with disease, and also sometimes to be like, hey man, you didn't really surrender right away, and like rethink that because like this body just exploded off your roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want this.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Sick. I found it.
W.
This is the Mongolian people who are surrendering and basically saying, okay, we all work for Genghis Khan now. We were a bunch of like warring clans, but now we're Mongolia. We're the Mongolian Empire.
Under Genghis.
Yeah. Quote, we will make you our leader, our great Khan. We will fling ourselves like lightning upon your foes. We shall give you the fairest girls from the enemy. If we disobey you, take our flocks and our wives and our children and throw our worthless heads upon the sand.
Oh my fucking God.
They're like, okay, bro, you are just so absolutely him.
You're so terrifying.
You are just him. You are just the guy. You can have our wives. We will go and conquer people and bring all of the hoes back, and you can take your pick. We're bringing all of the baddies to you first. Take all of our livestock. If we disobey you, fucking kill us. Decapitate us. We don't care.
Like, the head woman from my tribe, who is now your fourth wife, will send like 4 hoes to your room one night.
Yeah.
That's the reality that you're going to live because you're a Himothy so much.
Yeah. Like, dude, that is the coldest shit ever.
No, yeah, I don't think there's anything cooler than that.
Like, that's what I think
Alexander was a pussy for stopping.
Yeah, that's what Genghis Khan had to do in order to see a lot of naked bitches.
Yeah, that's what he was doing the whole time, bro.
He had
was just
to be
horny.
That fucking dude.
Yeah.
Now you can just like Google
fish
it.
In front of a girl.
Yeah.
His brother stole a fish in front of a girl. That's why he had to get dropped.
Oh yeah, he was like, just that fucking voice in his mind was like, you know, personally, I wouldn't take that.
Yeah. He was like, did you just low bro me in front of a hose? No shot.
The girl saw his stepbrother take the fish, and she was like, you know, guys that have their fish stolen kind of give me the ick. And he was like, don't worry about it. He's like, don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah, hold my beer.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not worried. Yeah, hold on. Hold my entire cup of wine that I'm drinking at 13. Hold on. And he took out his fucking horn. Yeah. He said, hold on. Hold my horn. I'm gonna take out my half bow and fucking destroy this kid.
And he was good at archery. That shit was on purpose.
Oh yeah,
funny.
No, he intended to kill him with that.
Like, history is kind of crazy sometimes when you really study it, because like the shit that was just like acceptable, that just like happened, that nobody was like, yeah.
Yeah, so like basically when Genghis Khan kills his brother for stealing his shit, like that just makes him sick. But when I fucking do it, it's somehow like illegal.
Literally, like fucking Genghis Khan gets picked on and drops a dude. I get picked on and bring up your parents' shaky marriage, and I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense.
Bro, you know what? I think you're right. The fucking Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been dire.
Yes, bro. Imagine back in the day, you could just beef it out.
Yeah, back in the day, you could just kill a guy for doing you dirty.
Yeah, and people would look at you kind of like, damn. There's no recourse.
They're like, wow, I mean, I guess don't fuck with that guy.
Yeah, like, I don't know who to call. There's no police or government. I guess we'll just not fuck with him.
Yeah, like, now it's like, if there's someone that's just out, like, picking fights over petty shit, everyone's like, what a fucking loser. But back then, it was like, if you killed a guy over some petty shit, you were the guy.
You were going to be king in a few years. You're on the road.
Yeah, it was like, dude, all of the bitches were into that.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god, he
I
said
don't even
what?
think
And
they
you
were.
killed him for it? Oh my god.
I just think it was like, yo, like, he killed my husband, bro. I guess I got nowhere else to be.
Yeah,
you know,
fuck it, yeah.
Fuck it, bro. Like, Genghis is a tight name, and my husband's dead as shit.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. It doesn't get worse than being a widow, does it?
Yeah,
I'd rather
like,
be
I'm
wife
sure,
number 5. Listen, if he has 4 wives in line,
true.
like, I mean, I guess it can't be that bad. They're all alive. He's not like Henry VIII where they all just fucking die because he kills them all.
Yeah, right, true. And you got to think about it, like, they were like, even like the concubines, which are just like literally like prostitutes just for him. So I'm going to refer to them as the hoes.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're like even if you're the last ranked hoe in Genghis Khan's squad, he still kept you there because, like, you're supposed to be exceptionally beautiful and sexy.
Yeah, you get.
So I'm sure you get fed well and you live great and you're clean as shit.
Yeah, you live in the palace still.
Yeah, and you fucking like 3 times a year. Like,
yeah, you've got the shittiest room in the palace, but it's better than living in a fucking yurt.
Yeah, like you don't really and there's so many of you. Like, do you really do a lot?
Yeah, it's like he's got servants to take care of his fucking menial shit, right? Like,
yeah, like you're not doing that.
You are just there to get banged every couple months.
Exactly. Like, there's 400 of you.
Yeah, it's like there's 400 of you, and he's spending most of his time out fighting dudes anyway.
Yeah, like let's say he's home half the year and he wants 3 orgies a day half the year. That's 24 girls a day. That's like not going to fill his whole roster in like 2 months.
Yeah. I mean, I get the sense that maybe he just got bored of women really quickly. So he was like, he fucked all of them once and was like, I'm just going to go get some more. Yeah. And then he would just declare war on some other people and be like, you know what? Fuck it. It's on. I want your bitches now too.
He's the original Reddit porn enjoyer.
I was going to say he was a Pokemon trainer, but for bitches, he was like, I got to get all of them. I'm collecting all the bitches. They're all like, yeah, he like, it's like when you play Pokemon and you're like, oh, that one looks cool. And then you use it and you're like, it kind of sucks though. And then you just put it in the box. Like, you don't release it.
Yeah.
You don't get rid of it. You just put it in a box and then it just sits there forever.
When mine suck, I play them till they pass out. Then I put them in the box.
Yeah. You're like, fuck it. This one's kind of lame. Actually, I found a cooler one. And then you're just like, whatever. I'll just put it in the box. And it's like that, but you're like a sex slave.
But like not all the time, maybe.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like most of the time he's out like raping and pillaging other women. So you're like,
true.
I mean, you get raped and pillaged one time and then you're like, oh, now I get to live in this palace. Like, it's not good, but I suppose it could be worse. Yeah,
and like lesbians always existed, dog. Yeah. Right? Especially when men abuse the shit out of women. Sometimes, like, women would be politically lesbian. Like, they would just say, like, I actually hate men so much that I'm just going to only date women. Like, I wasn't even into them at first.
I've seen that in, like, modern day. I haven't seen anything, like, ancient like that.
No, that happened I know it happened in the 1700s.
Okay.
So I'm just going to assume it was happening back then, too. Like, it's just you and all your super hot friends all the time.
Yeah.
Chilling in a palace waiting to have sex.
Yeah.
That sounds too dumb. I mean, like, I know your whole family's dead.
He's gone. Now me and all of his 38 hot fucking sexy wives get to scissor all day. It's like, I mean...
And I'm like the Khan's wife. So like I get like everything's handed to me.
Yeah.
It's just me and my girlies, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, that would actually be like sick. I mean, compared to like how everyone else was going through it at the time, like...
Exactly.
It's
my whole
like,
family.
It's like, yeah, you're a sex slave, so that's bad. But you could be like a sex slave not living in a palace, which is worse.
Yeah, and like everybody you know is probably dead or a sex slave, but like
That's true. Yeah, your husband got fucking killed, and it was like be a sex slave or also be dead.
Yeah, like, and they could have like your daughter in the reserves. Like, you never know what could be going on.
Yeah,
so like that could be uncool, but like still, you're just chilling with the squad. Like low key, after like the shock goes away, I feel like it's not a bad gig overall.
Yeah,
for the time.
Yeah, at the time, that's like living good.
And like ultra stable. Like Genghis Khan was good at his shit. Like you didn't have to worry that you were going to be homeless.
Can you fucking believe like the crazy turnaround that's happened? Like for almost all of human history, that was the standard.
Yeah, I know. It's insane
like,
to me.
You go from like humans evolve into existing. From that moment on, up until like very fucking recently, it was like you're a sex slave, but like there's gradients. Like you can be a sex slave and still have a good quality of life. And now it's like
everybody else.
And now it's like completely fucking like now it's like there are articles being written that's like, dude, men are so poor, women can't find dates. It sucks to be a woman.
That's a crazy article.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. It was like women are struggling to find dates because men are just so goddamn poor all the time. And it's like,
yeah, that's that a women's
how is that a woman's issue? Guys are too poor to make women crazy. Happy. What the fuck? I saw this one. It was like an infographic and it was like 1 in 4 women. It wasn't 1 in 4 women. It was 1 in 4 homeless people are women. And it's like, so 3 out of 4 are men.
Yeah, I'm sure that had to be a troll, bro. Nobody would do that seriously. I don't think. Motherfuckers are not that dumb. I don't think so. But I think women can't find dates article could be for real. I know people who would act like that.
Yeah. But I just
don't fuck with them.
I mean, obviously that's selecting for the dumbest people, but like that's like the discourse.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I never understood about people that would like in middle school when dudes would get all riled up whenever girls would say shit to like about like girls being better. I'd be like, bro, like, is it really that deep?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, who cares?
Like at the end of the day, I am not like, I'm a man, damn it. Yeah. Thank God I'm a man. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, that's cringy.
Yeah.
Also, manly men are innately paradoxical to me because they believe there's a way all men should act, and that is like not listening to anyone. And you can't have that be the like. You can't say men should act this way and then be like, don't listen to nobody.
Yeah, it's like, all right, listen, guys, I'm the fucking ultimate authority on what being masculine is. And basically, the number one thing to be when you're masculine is against authority. But you got to listen to me, though.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like that is, you have to be so fucking stupid to buy that. Like
that boggles my mind.
Line should not work on anyone.
Yeah, or it's literally I don't even know. I've seen so many like insane TikToks to where I just think all of like we got a GG go next humanity.
Yeah,
like I'm ready for Noah's Ark, but like we sink it.
Yeah, we get all the fucking yeah. Like I think it's funny that's like the gradient of like existing as a woman in history was like it was absolutely fucking terrible for the entire goddamn time, and then like just now it's like it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, and
again, provided you're like not in like you're in the West, like provided you're in a Western like democracy, you're probably all right.
Yeah, you're doing like maybe not as great as we could, but definitely better than it was.
It has never been better. No. I would say it like that. It has never been easier to be a woman than right now.
So this, I think, my favorite time historically to have been a woman was like when the shit like washing machines started to come out.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because before that, like homemaking was really hard.
Yeah.
Like genuinely like labor intensive, right?
Yeah.
But then like the fucking washing machine comes out and now it's just a bunch of women who've never been taught how to do anything, like never been educated. And then they have nothing to do all day because like the technology basically does all the shit for them. So then they just all become like addicted to Valium.
Yeah, they're all just like, I guess I just get high now. Got nothing else to do.
Helpers, bro. Let's roll.
Yeah, they're like, all right, well, I mean, fuck it. They just invented the Roomba. I mean, the house cleans it cleans itself now.
Yeah, they were like, bro, like we got this thing, like you can buy clothes, you don't gotta sew them no more. Mom's like, bro,
yeah,
I just got so much more time.
Yeah, they're like,
I'm about to go do opioids.
Yeah, they're like, well, your job has been taken by technology, but like, is that really that bad? It's like now you have more time to just do nothing. There's no,
you can't leave.
You can't leave.
Not do shit.
Yeah, you can't go replace it with a job. So you got to just like be bored now. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
but we sell drugs over the counter, so you're cool.
Yeah, you can go get a Coca-Cola with actual fucking cocaine in it.
Yeah, and
that's completely cool.
If the Coke's got you a little jittery, you're a little too geeked up, go ahead and grab yourself mommy's little helper, just a casual Valium straight to the dog. Even you out.
Yeah, they'll fight it out in your body. Who cares?
Yeah. We don't know how side effects exist. Actually, we do. We're just not telling you, little W.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no FDA yet, so we know this shit's gonna kill you, but we don't really care.
Yeah, you seem unhappy and you seem chilling once you take them.
Yeah, it's actually a cure for boredom.
What is it? I need to replenish my tranquility.
Nice.
Not so perky.
Oh, dude, that Genghis Khan thing reminded me. I saw this TikTok. It was so funny. It was like, it was this teacher and she's like standing in this classroom and the caption is, "You teach in Florida," and one of the students asks why Alexander the Great left no heirs. And it was like clearly implying that Alexander the Great was gay.
Yeah, what?
They're like,
I never thought about it like that.
They're like, why did Alexander the Great not leave any heirs? And she's like trying to be like, well, it's Florida, so you can't say.
Yeah.
But then some guy duets it, and he's like, fellas, is it gay if I die in a car accident while one of my 3 wives is pregnant?
Oh, was his wife pregnant?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he died, and then his pregnant wife was like exiled or some shit.
Oh, rip.
But it's like,
unlucky. She thought she was gonna live so good off her kid too.
Yeah, she was like, dude, my husband is actually so sick they called him the Great.
Literally though, I got the conqueror's sperm, dog. Yeah. Let's go.
Bro, I'm first in line. He's got 2 other wives, no fucking kids from either of them though. And he's all the way out there. First. And then he drinks himself to death one night and it's over.
No way he drank himself to death.
I think he
was
did.
Like, he was actually getting like, damn, I gotta go home and fuck my wife again, bro. He drank himself to death.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like, fellas, if I die in a car accident while one of my 3 wives is pregnant, is that gay? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, I would say not certifiably not gay.
Yeah, I'd say not sus.
But if he actually had like no heirs and like nobody was pregnant, muddy.
Well, yeah, then it's like, all right, well, I mean, you are the Great. You have sort of conquered everything. You could have mad bitches.
Like, where are your 500 concubines? Like Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, zero doubt that guy was at least like kind of straight.
Had to be by minimum.
By minimum, like heavy emphasis on women. Like,
because I could see that he was just a dog for real.
Yeah, listen. That guy may have been bi, but he was majoring in women, maybe minoring in dudes.
Yeah, he had a PhD for sure.
Yeah, there was one part in like the rundown I was getting of his life where they sort of implied that he may have been gay for his one friend, but he ended up like not being friends with him. But they said it was like he probably might not have been gay. It was just one of his wives spread that rumor because she didn't like how close they were.
She was jealous.
Yeah.
Shorty wanted attention, and they write it down forever.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, here you go. Okay, Alexander most likely died from malaria or typhoid fever, which were rampant in ancient Babylon. I mean, what wasn't rampant in ancient Babylon, dude?
Healthcare.
Yeah. Unfortunately, doctors were not rampant there.
Human rights. Not rampant.
Yeah. What was not rampant in fucking ancient Babylon? Soap. So hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Ancient Babylon pros.
Yeah, they didn't really have that shit.
Oh, they love cool artifact though.
Yeah. So Genghis Khan, right? He unites all these clans, and then he has this insanely strong army. And then he's like, "Well, fuck, what do I do now?" And he's like,
"Yeah,
well, I mean, I guess I can just go invade China."
He's got that dog in him.
So then he goes and captures what's now known today as Beijing.
That's crazy. Actually, I didn't know that.
He besieges that city and conquers it. It's his.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, he's like, this is fucking mine now. So then he's just like, he conquers basically everything like on mainland Asia, like west of Japan. Japan, the most eastern part of it. Like,
yeah,
he didn't capture Japan, although I think he may have tried. But everything else, like
boats, probably, or like good boats.
Yeah, I don't think the Mongols were known for their fucking navy. I think they were like, they fought on horseback. Horses can't swim. Japan, you're safe.
Yeah, Japan was so chill throughout all of history, bro. They would just like dive bomb you, flee back to sea, be like, "Fuck you gonna do?"
Yeah,
although, what are you gonna do about it?
Dude, Japan choked the fattest naval lead of all time exactly when it mattered.
What?
Dude, the way World War II went for Japan, holy shit, they had such a lead and they choked it.
Yeah, but then we dropped the sun on them twice.
No, I know, but even before that, like we were winning in the Pacific Theater. They started with such a lead.
Yeah, because they got us on whatever that day is called.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor, they fucked like almost our entire Navy all at once. And then like they just blundered that shit so hard. They had such a lead and just gave it up. Like, and it was like just through fucking just deceiving them. Like we tricked the shit out of them. Yeah.
They just got worked.
They did, dude. They just, it was skill diff.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
Yeah, Japan had a way better navy at that point, like right after Pearl Harbor. Their navy's way stronger than the U.S. They lose anyway.
Yeah,
just fucking skill issue navy.
Literally, game ended and your support typed navy diff.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like I'm sort of into just like learning shit about history. I think World War II is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like
everybody likes World War II history. It's like saying you like skinny blondes.
That's true.
Everybody I meet, because I'm a history major, so everybody I meet, they're like, "Oh, this guy likes history." I'm like, "Do you like European war history?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, dude, World War II is my favorite shit." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
everybody loves it.
Yeah, that's the same option because that's just
I love it
sick.
Too. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't love it. It's just like everybody's.
I mean, yeah, it's
great.
It's the safest option in terms of like things to be interested in history.
Yeah,
because like. There's no like mystery to it, you know what I mean? There's nothing that needs to get solved. Like it was all like so recent that there were like people now are alive that were there when it happened.
Yeah, true.
And like very clear good guys and bad guys. Like there's no like playing both sides where you're like, well, who was really right in this conflict? You're like, no, it was the Allies that were they were the good guys here. Like,
yeah, like World War I, it gets a little muddy. World War II, it's like, all right, dog, we were the good guys.
Yeah, it's like, listen, if we're gonna talk about like the history of just like declaring war on other nations, it's kind of messy. This one isn't. This one's just like real clear cut. Like, you know what?
This is the exception.
We can feel good. Like, this is a real feel good story for America. Like,
yeah. Like, this was so good, we didn't even talk about Vietnam afterwards.
Yeah,
we just let it go once we stopped.
Vietnam gets fucking completely overshadowed because it happened right after World War II. It's like the entire fucking Cold War is like a footnote after World War II.
I just also need to put a hate post out there to fucking dumbass President Truman, who tried to institute, I'm a bit of a leftist, if you would.
Yeah.
Fucking Truman tries to institute the most like left-leaning shit ever. He's trying to make it so easy to get healthcare and so easy to get a house. And then everyone's like, that's kind of socialist, but like low-key it was working for like the Great Depression. So like we're letting it slide. And then he declares war on socialism. and everyone's like, yeah, man, fuck the socialists. Hey,